So I wanted to share something with y'all really quick. I know I look like I'm leaning over to the side trying to talk to y'all. I'm driving, but listen. So I was cleaning up some toys after my girls, because my son, he don't do things like this. It's my girls. So my girls, they will ask and consistently ask for things, right? Like certain toys or something in particular that they want. And then they will bug us and like just be so persistent with us until they get it, that when we finally buy it for them after a day or two, we notice that they're not playing with the toys anymore. Like, they're not playing with them anymore. And I get so upset and so frustrated about it, because I'm like, y'all bugged us. Y'all kept asking us for this toy until we finally bought it. And then when y'all get it, y'all don't even want it in the way that y'all thought y'all wanted it. Like, it didn't fulfill whatever you were looking for it to do, right? So this has been heavy on my mind, because first of all, as a mom, I'm like, okay, what can we do? Like, what can I do to buy things for my girls that is more fulfilling for them, that holds more substance for them, that is more valuable to them? Because obviously, if they're getting the things that they're asking for after asking persistently, and then it seems like it holds no more value after a day or two, then there's something wrong there. And so I say that to say that God does the same thing with us. Like, we will ask him for things, and he's not giving it to us, right? And so we keep asking, right? We're supposed to ask, like that scripture, but it's for the things that we think we want and we think we need, right? To make us feel some type of way. Because I do feel like with my girls, when they ask for certain things, it's because they want to feel some type of emotional need, like something that they're missing, and they want to fill the void with this particular toy. So that's why they keep asking for it. Because sometimes they'll ask for things, and then they'll just keep moving. Like, we'd be like, no, you're not getting it, and they may not ask anymore. But there are certain things that they'll keep asking for, and then we're like, okay, we just give in to it, and then they get it. And so God does the same with us, like asking for something that we think we need or we think we want, and then God gives it to us, and then he shows us that, see, you didn't really want this thing, and then I gave it to you, and you don't even really know what you wanted to do with it. What was the purpose of it? It didn't meet that need that you thought you had, and so now you want nothing to do with it. And now you're like, Lord, I didn't really want that. I need this now. Like, I want this now. Instead of saying, like, Lord, okay, I asked you for this thing consistently, and I got it, and now I've lost it, or I don't want it anymore, or I don't see a need for it anymore, so now I want nothing to do with it. And that goes even deeper. And so now we're like, Lord, now I want this, or now I want that, when the answer should be, God, you give me what I need. So I think I need this over here. Can you confirm if it's something that I need? Or I want this over here. Can you confirm if that want that I have is something that I can get right now? Or can you make a way? Or am I prepared for it? Or can you show me the way to get it if I need it in my life right now? And so that's our duty as to our kids. Like, the way that we need God to show us the way, like, we need God to show us what we want and what we need. And there's nothing wrong with going to him and asking, but sometimes we can put ourselves in a position of like confusion and chaos and all these things because we're going after the wrong things, or we want the wrong things. And there's nothing wrong with having desires, because God gives us the desires of our heart. But what is the problem when our heart is in the wrong place? Like, our heart is not postured correctly, or we have the wrong motives when we think it's right, and we're not going to God to really say, God, I want this. Is my motives right for this? Am I postured properly for this? Am I prepared for this? Is this thing that I really want, or I think I need, something I really want or need right now? Like, let me know, Lord. And so, because we say the same thing to our kids. Like, I'll tell them, like, y'all want this thing and y'all aren't even going to play with it long. I'm going to see it in a day or two and it's going to be on the floor. We'll be picking up all the pieces. And y'all, that's what I've been going through for the past 2 months. 2 months. I had 2 of my baby girls' birthday in February, and then just all of March, like, they were with their grandparents, and so they love the Dollar Tree, and they always want to go in the store and buy toys. And sometimes they'll come to me randomly and just be like, Mom, can we go to the store? Can we go buy something? Y'all see what I'm saying? Like, they want to go get something. They don't even know what they want. They just know that they want to go shop. There's some kind of connection with that. And just take me to the store, and then I'll figure out what I want. And that's not how it's supposed to be. So now, as a mom, I need to go to God and be like, God, this is what my children, Holy Spirit, this is what my children are doing with their toys. My girls are doing with the things that they're asking for. And so I don't want to keep buying these things in vain. Lord, am I buying these toys in vain because I'm giving in and not standing my ground, and I'm not even assessing what it is that they're asking for and what they need it for? Because I think that's wise as a parent to buy kids toys that are valuable and toys that they're gonna play with for a long time. Like, for instance, like Legos. Like, Legos is it's a legacy toy, right? And so I have a set of Legos now that we bought our son when he was like, I don't know, maybe 3 or 4, and he's now 13. And my girls play with the Legos. Now, do I have problems with them playing with it? Yes, because the pieces are everywhere and stuff like that. But those I will not sweep up and throw in the trash. I'm not doing that, because Legos is really a legacy toy. It holds a lot of value. My 13-year-old can still play with them, and then my 2-year-old can still play with them. She's not my youngest, but even when my son, who's 5 months now, he gets older and old enough, he can play with the Legos. See, so that was worth buying, right? But then you have, when you take a child in the Dollar Tree, y'all, what they gonna buy? They buying these cheap, low quality toys that we already know we're about to go blow. The Dollar Tree is not even $1 no more. It's $1.25. So now we're going in there and spending sometimes twice the cost of what we would originally spend in Dollar Tree, and they're picking up these low quality toys, and it's just fulfilling them for a moment. Like, my girls go buy nails. They want to go buy nails, press on nails all the time. And after a while, it just got to the point where I was like, okay, y'all aren't buying these no more, because y'all put them on, and in an hour I see them on the floor. So what if they cost $1.25? Like, that's $1.25 we could have put somewhere else, right? And I said, I'm not doing that no more. No more. And they will keep asking, and they will keep buying nails as long as I let them buy it, right? But they're not ready to wear them. That's the thing. They are not ready to wear nails, and I'm buying something for them that they are not ready for at 7 and 10 years old. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Now we going somewhere. Buying them nails, and they're not ready. So they don't know. They're so young, and they play a lot and do things. Their little nails just popping off everywhere, and then they try to stick it back on, and then after trying to stick it on so many times, it's not working anymore. And then they want to upgrade to nails with glue, because they're like, okay, maybe we get some nails with some super glue, they'll last even longer. So I gave into that and let them try that. Guess what? They went and played outside, and they came back inside the house, must be 4 or 5 times, gluing their nails back on. So they weren't ready for that. And now, because they see that the glue-on nails don't work, they want acrylic nails at 7 and 10 years old. And I'm like, no way. Do y'all recognize the maintenance of acrylic nails? Like, y'all, I don't even be wanting to wear them. So I'm like, look. Just look at my nails now, y'all. See what I'm saying? Look, I got 1 gone. I got 2 gone on this one. Like, and I've never let my nails get like this. But I'm letting them know, like, y'all don't want no parts of this, okay? These acrylic nails, because then when you're ready to take them off, they're not easy to come off. You gotta maintain them now you have to maintain these nails, and that costs money. And what you, yeah, so I'm trying to explain to them at 7 and 10 years old, like, y'all are not ready for this. And so you're asking for this, but you're not ready. You haven't counted the cost. You don't know what comes along with this. You don't know the maintenance of this. Like, stop asking and just stay in your lane, okay? Just wait until you mature, and then you'll be ready to handle these things. You can buy this toy and that thing, right? Because you're ready for it. It's a whole lesson. As I'm cleaning up my toys, because they're toys, because I get so frustrated with it. I get so frustrated with toys that I just want to throw them all away. And how many of y'all have actually cleaned up, filled a trash bag of toys, got rid of those, and then you go back and clean up again thinking you have narrowed down the toys, and you haven't? So this is the lesson. God does the same thing with us. We ask, and we're not ready, and then we get the thing and realize that we didn't want it, or we may get the thing and realize that we don't have what it takes to maintain it at this time. We'll get the thing, but we didn't count the cost of what we were asking for or getting what we thought we needed, especially when we go ahead of God and God is like, no, you're not ready for this thing. But I'm like, Lord, yes, I am. And I'm gonna go ahead and get it because I want it and can't even maintain it. I have found myself in that situation so many times, and I find myself having to circle back because now I've went ahead of myself, tried it, had to learn a lesson, and now it's like, okay, this was the problem. I'm not ready for it. So take it back, right? And then there's other things I'm just asking God, like, Lord, I want this. Please give it to me. Provide it. And he does that. And then I realize that I'm not ready for it either. Okay. So now I got to circle back and be like, okay, God, when really it should be the prayer of, Lord, I want this thing. And so now help me prepare. If I'm not prepared for it right now, like in every way, mentally, emotionally, physically, financially, spiritually, because God knows what it's going to do to us and for us. So if I'm asking God to increase my income, right? Like increase my income, and I'm not ready for that increase because I haven't prepared, I haven't been in prayer, or I haven't allowed God to show me, like, okay, if I'm asking for to increase my money 3 times increase of what I have, but I'm not preparing for it because I don't know where that extra income is going to go, or I don't know, like, I don't have a budget in place to know where this extra income is going to go, or I don't, like, just have a plan for a period, but I'm asking him for it. Guess what I'm going to do with it when I get it? Then I'm going to start thinking about, okay, I need it for this. I want to go buy this. I've been wanting this. And then I'm just going to squander that increase when I didn't even need it. So that's the lesson. Parenting is something else, y'all. And that's the lesson that I have learned from parenting my daughters. Oh my God, there's such a big difference between parenting sons and parenting daughters. I have 4 daughters, and I have 4 daughters and I have 2 sons. My oldest is 13, and when I tell y'all easy going, right? And I pray that it's the same for my baby boy. But my 4 girls, if I don't have to learn lessons any other way, I'm like, God, you don't have to teach me a lesson in any other way. You just teaching me through the raising of the stewarding of my daughters. So yeah. So that's the lesson. I know I rambled on. I know I probably repeated myself a few times, but y'all, that's just what I gotta do sometimes to get it out. Just to get out what I'm trying to say. So make sure you're ready for what you ask for, and make sure you don't have to throw away the thing that you asked for or that you wanted because you weren't ready for it. You don't want to waste time. And not saying it'll always be a waste of time, because you can just, it's a time for me, like God can be like, this is a time of maturity, so here you go, I'm gonna teach you this lesson and you're gonna learn, and this is how you're gonna learn, and so next time you'll be ready, right? Because it's not that we'll be prepared for everything. We do have to learn through lessons and adversity and challenges, but that doesn't have to always be the case if we are after God's heart concerning a thing. And that includes things that we want and things that we think we need. We need to be after God's heart in those situations as well. Lord, shall I pursue this thing because I want it, but should I go after it? Oh Lord, I know this is mine. Should I pursue it? And pursuit is a process. Like, you're not going to start pursuing a thing and automatically have it. You can. Let me take that back, because you can, because God does things in the way that he wants to. But it's still a process, and pursuit is still a process. So you just have to go along with God on that one. So that's my tea, y'all. All right, let me go grocery shop.